Yo, what's going on, folks? ELTheGeek back once again. This time I'm just going to answer a couple questions that I've been getting a lot of with in regards to the PS Vita capture card. I will say that I will not show the actual viewer for it because I think it's like copywritten or there's something in one of the files that says some sketchy stuff that just says, you know what, I'm not going to show you guys the program. There's a couple things I wanted to address. A question I'm getting a lot of uh, are if you get the system from Japan, can you play U.S. games? Yes, you can. The only thing that's really encoded or region locked, shall I say, is downloadable content. So DLC. In some cases, you can download demos, and those will work just fine. Um, I'm talking about, if you're using a US account. But if you're using a Japanese account, you can do all this without an issue. But if you live in the US and you want to get like the DLC for your games and things of that nature, you're either going to have to get two memory cards and then just swap your DLC that way. So you can have two accounts on the same Vita regardless. Um, they only, but like physical cartridges and things like that, you'll be able to play it without an issue. Like I'm playing Muramasa. I've had quite a few Japanese imports, and I still do have quite a few Japanese imports. As long as you have the physical copy of the disc, the cartridge, you don't have to worry about anything. So, with that out the way, let's go ahead and get into the items that you're going to need. Alright, so moving right along, first off we're going to jump into this little puppy here. This is basically a headphone splitter, two female, two male. And with this, you're going to take this end, well, we'll get to that later. So we'll come back to this one, but the other thing that you're going to need would be a 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Just an auxiliary cable is what most stores would call it, but that's what it is. It's an auxiliary cable. But this one is something that's going to come with the device when you buy it. It is a USB 2.0 device, USB 2.0 cable, and as you can see here, the cable just plugs directly into the bottom of the Vita without an issue. It works just the same with the 3DS ones, just that those are in the back area, but these are pretty standard. Now the big thing that I would suggest that I think that you really need to have outside of the splitter is an audio filter. So this right here is a PAC ground loop isolator. The key thing about this is it has a 3.5 millimeter in to a female. So with this here, I would plug it into my Vita. I would take the headphone splitter, plug that in, and I would take the 3.5 millimeter and plug that into my PC in the line in port, and just some headphones here. So now you have the basic setup. You don't necessarily need to get this here, the ground loop isolator, but if you want to make quality videos, I would highly suggest it, because if you don't, and if you run it straight through, you're going to have that loud hissing noise, and it's going to be even amplified if you try to use progressive for your PS Vita recordings. So, and I mean, this thing right here only runs around a good $10, but it works amazingly. I haven't put out any videos yet where I've been using this because I just picked this up today, but just listening to the audio quality of the things that I've had, it's leagues better. I mean, you can't hear the hissing anymore, and I'm using a high quality mic, so everything just sounds even better. So outside of that, that's really it. The programs I'm using to record the screen are Fraps and sometimes Camtasia. From there, I can take it and put it into iMovie on my Mac, or whenever I get it, I can use Sony Vegas, which is the best way in my opinion. Either Sony Vegas or like Adobe Premiere or one of those type of programs where you can do, really fine tune your video, sharpen, color correction, things like that. I can do it in iMovie, but it's, in my opinion, just really not as direct and as easy, shall I say. So, yeah, but that's pretty much it. If you guys have any more questions, just let me know. If you, yeah, that's, for the most part, that's all I use for my PS Vita capture card. Oh, and I also charge here. So, yeah. While I'm recording, I'm always charging. So, yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helped. If you guys have any more questions, just let me know. Leave questions in the comments, and I'll definitely reply to them. This is kind of a quick throw together video, just to give you guys kind of a reference point, since I know PS Vita capture cards are getting a lot more popular, and just from the comments I'm getting, people are really interested, and they want to know more. So hopefully this helped. If there's anything that I didn't elaborate on enough, please let me know. But just going back to this, $10. Buy it. Buy it. If you're using 3DS or PS Vita capture card video, buy it. Oh crap, there's one last thing. If your computer doesn't have a line in, you're going to need a USB, like a 7.1 USB sound card. I know Tim from latest 3DS games used one. They're pretty cheap. I mean, you can get one for around 20 bucks. It's a USB plug-in, and then you would just plug the 3.5 millimeter cable, this end from here, into it, and yeah, everything will work just like a charm. But yeah, this video is kind of long. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.